Complexity versus Big and Anubis to begin. I love that discussion from the desk. The 0-2 start for Complexity began on this map, and their run here in the Perfect World Shanghai Major could end on it if things don't go to plan. Big have made changes, they've made moves, and they're looking to make a run to the top 16.
MongolZ has been someone to keep an eye on here for Complexity, and he started strong in the pistol. It's aggression on this CT side, and it will get rid of both tabseN and Regon. So Cole looking to get off to a good start. A CT pistol, super valuable here on Anubis. 4-on-2, Grim back at the site, and they'll go walking right into him. Keen shot for JDC, but it should be the end of the line here. Cole, they reinforce this side of the map, and MongolZ steps up big with 4 in the pistol. That's a sign of things to come.
Cole need that top 16 to justify this roster. Got a B push here, an active CT Anubis, a map that Cole will like to play, and they're going to showcase it. Grim picking Regon early. That assisted flash for season, not allowed to be used. Regon just takes the fight, he regrets it. Elige re-pushing middle. Seeing Elige v tabseN in mid is going to be a lot of fun here in the CT side. Elige knows how to get involved. He has good flash protocols set up by his team. Cole happy to battle in this position. tabseN moves back in.
Oh, but will they be able to get past the Elige down here in middle? Yes, they will. JDC, keen trade, but there's layers to this defense. MongolZ hangs around, and that does offer up the kill for tabseN. Now a gap found for Crimbo in the meantime, but the bomb trapped out here in middle. The mollies burn Grim alive. And with Crimbo securing the path, it's going to fall to JT in this 1v2.
Yeah, it's got good flank timing, but they're going to get that bomb down. Remain vigilant of all positions. It's not open for him. He's got a Molotov, but it's only going to work if tabseN stays on the site. Does he feel confident enough to move out of position? Yes, he does. JT, no kit right now. tabseN fake steps, goes back to default. There's only one bullet needed. tabseN's the one to find it. 4 kills for the captain of Big. Comes up with that round. We wanted to see the mid battle. We get it straight away. Big respond by taking mid in suit, and MongolZ's here yet again. JT playing ahead of the smoke. MongolZ, how much can he cover him with this camera smoke down? He's going to spray away for 1. Second player moving in. Elige loses his life. MongolZ, JT needs something rather, and he'll get a kill, but it still maintains advantage for Big.
Well, let's see. Can Big stop the flop? He makes his way out towards heaven. Can't quite spot that bomb plant, and now Util pulled. That's JDC in with the backstab, and even though Grim was rotating over, he promptly up and leaves once he loses his teammate over in heaven. So Complexity, another round passes them by as Big start to collect, and it's all coming on the back of this mid control.
And a very unorthodox B setup.
Yeah, I think the thing that's awkward here for Complexity, sure, they haven't run the risk of losing anyone early, but the whole map is a question mark right now. Eventually, they need to try and get some info. 40 seconds left on the clock. It's a flash play out in the middle. Elige.
What? He didn't even shoot.
How he wins that.
He didn't even shoot. He took the flash to the face. Now Big just have to go.
20 seconds left as this exec looks to come in. This was meant to be slow and steady. But as MongolZ claims another, more damage done downrange, it might just be a bit of a non-starter here for Big. That bomb's going to cross in. 1 kill in the right place could end this round right now.
Oh, wait.
JDC cover provided, and Elige wasn't able to stop that bomb plant. 1 more out of Elige. It's 4 health on JDC. Flanked through lower. Grim will get the better of him. And so Complexity are able to deliver on that wild opening shot that Elige provides them down in middle.
Oh, go on.
Oh, seasoN.
Pod pick.
Fast drop down into the dark. Gonna start to creep in with that AWP, but the smoke forces him to pay some respect here. JT on the opener, but it's just 1. Elige is fast flanking, but seasoN already in position. rewarded for that aggressive play right off the top of the round, and you've knocked out a serious piece of complexity there. Searson tagged up, but playing very bold right now is this guy. Good damage exchanged onto complexity, and even though Big have had to slow down a little bit here, they will keep working their way through. Grim gets out with one before the flashbang finds him. The Big pump the brakes and go back, because you can see tabseN walking away with the bomb. Searson still floating around on the AWP. Big at first, they tried to brave that stack over at the B site. Now they've changed their mind in the 2v2.
Don't be surprised to see tabseN still rejoin with Searson later, right? This is a really obvious rotation. They heard him leave, so while he's pushing, Cole have grouped up double. Does tabseN really think that Cole wouldn't make that rotation right now? Searson's done nothing to sell this fake. tabseN is committed. 30 seconds, one peak wins the round for Cole. They're patient. tabseN, this is not a fake anymore. This is a full commit. This is a solo 1v2 in the site, and they peek him together. Complexity, it's that easy. I feel Big get a little bit lost in the sauce there. Would have loved to see the tabseN regroup.
And then Searson's been right up there alongside him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, for Complexity, you're looking towards Elige, and halzerg being that second man.
And to be honest, Grim's actually had a really good tournament so far. He's put on some great games individually, not far behind Elige on the numbers. So that's a welcome piece. There's a lot of angles on this B bomb site. So Rigon just holds the line while his team try and scale in. tabseN just going to give it without a flashbang. Grim tagged up. Nade goes out. Smoke blocks. It's that dance of utility right now. It might be the dance of death as Elige jumps down. JT gets that frag.
So even this is like misinfo, right? You've heard Elige drop down middle, but halzerg was posted mid alongside him from the start of the round.
Ooh. They might know about Elige. They might be able to read this.
Oh, no clear. Elige!
Oh, wow.
That's the kill he goes for. Rigon gets deleted trying to chase down Elige. And then he's got support from Grim down in dark. That's a really nice system. Little trades of contact between Grim and Elige.
So we know Cole have got the belief right now based on these recent games, these recent results, and look at the moves they're starting to make. halzerg with a deep peek through dark allows the walk up from his teammate all the way. Elige is going to shoot them in the back of the head, but it's covered by Searson. Insane read that Cole could make that move. Searson seemingly holding a dead angle.
Complexity wanted to cut off Searson's sightlines, but if anything, they only upped the intrigue on holding on to that dark push.
Oh, a bit going to go through into the orb. halzerg hits his. He needs to get out. They're coming from B.
We'll be able to reposition. halzerg given a second chance here. These shots keep missing. He's got 2 left in the chamber on the AWP. Grim lends a helping hand, and there's a halzerg flick landed. Just tabseN left standing, and sure, he gets past Grim, but there's so much more. Floppy, it's layered peaks from Complexity that seal the deal.
If you're big man, you're just disappointed you can't scale. You get a couple of whiffs from halzerg. No one gets any space in that round. The mollies hold them back completely. The furthest Big get is out onto jail. tabseN's the only one, otherwise, to get these picks for Big in those early couple of rounds in middle. Where is Rigon when we need him? Elige and Floppy have no util on this site. They've got to pick a position now, maybe double up, because Big can crunch them. It looks like Cole want to swing mid as a pack.
tabseN.
Nice move.
Charged out by 3. It's allowed Big to gain some space out through main, but look at the rotates. Complexity are already 3 strong here. Now they lose Floppy and Elige, but JT continues offering up resistance.
Time to shine.
And right down the stretch, that dreaded 9-3 scoreline, just 3 rounds on the T side. It hinges on Rigon to stop that being a reality. Bottom of the board for Big, and it's not going to change in that 1v3. Complexity run away with this first half. 9 rounds on their CT side.
2 sets of util. Cole can execute very easily right now. tabseN's going to move in for a flash peek, but Cole are in no hurry. Now the execute being laid up. 2 flashes for halzerg. It's about to ruin Big's day.
Oh, Searson dead immediately. Regon. Is this his redemption arc in the pistol? It needs to be if Big want to have any chance. And instead, he is overran. Big had one flashbang to try and make a play with in that round. The moment that didn't come through, Complexity just waited for it. They're in such a power position there. And so even though they walk into the three-man A-lean from Big, they get out with 4 players surviving. And out of desperation here, Big is still looking to give this a go. JDC picks up the first, but they lose Crimbo on a drive-by peek up in the heavens. It's just JDC, the only man trying to make this difference right now. 11 kills deep, but it's not enough. Elige and Floppy get all 5 between the two of them.
Right now, this round feels like it rests on tabseN. Got to be the saving grace of Big. Searson makes an important rotation, but tabseN calls it off. He gets his kill. Stopping Elige. His head-to-head continues. Big, no excuses. They have to hold this. They've got 3 players B.
Yeah, if this isn't a winning recipe, then nothing is for Big. Crimbo and JDC both hold the line. Floppy and Halzerk have broken through, but they're so low, you shouldn't be worried here. This should never be allowed to get out of hand. Searson's going to creep in, get Halzerk off that bomb. Plant comes down, sure, but Floppy's getting flanked on. Oh, quick turn on Oregon. He has the bomb to play around, but Big can double swing him here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. tabseN, confident peek. And so that round is secured. It still gets a lot closer than Big were hoping for.
Yeah, I think Cole are just happy they get a bump on. They get 3 kills. It makes all the difference, right? Between 2 and 3 kills in a round, it stops a team from building up economy, especially on that CT side. Pinch some pennies and try and mount a comeback, hilariously, that they've already done in this tournament. 11-4. They did this against VP on Vertigo. Part of the reason, perhaps, that Cole didn't want to touch that map. And I got to say, the game plan has paid off so far.
Oh, peak for JDC.
They're all there. Cole were going to go, by the way. They were about to pop B around the Big never showed us on that T side, and Cole were about to walk 5 players into the site.
I like that they've slowed it down there, right? Because when JDC gets that info, and you can see how uncomfortable this is for Big, right? This slowdown has forced them to go fishing for information. Searson, he does find the gap. Grim keeps his wits about him. And this is one of the issues with going a man down early. It forces you to try find these gaps, just to try siphon any info out of the round. Regon makes it up onto Fountain. That's something here, but they run him down. Elige deals with him swiftly, deals with him quickly, and now it's Crimbo alone up in the heavens. tabseN worlds away. Crimbo is flying solo right now. And Elige continues this terrifying game. 21-10 on Elige. Complexity's star shining bright as they move onto map point. And you said this coming into this round, Hugo, that if Cole win this, they break Big's money because of that damage done in the last round. Big have got nothing to work with 12 rounds going the way of Complexity. They've only got pistols to beat, and then Anubis is in their pocket.
And no doubt, Elige MVP of this game so far is phenomenal, but Grim has not dropped the ball in any of these rounds. And look at the gamble Big have got to make in a round like this, where they have triple MP9, they have no utility at all at the minute mark. They go 3A main. Now Cole might walk into this. They've thrown some early presence nades on B, so flash to A main, forces a swing. Searson gets his kill, and he even gets out. But yeah, if anything, you want a death to goad Complexity into this bomb site. Crimbo holds strong on B. Elige almost walks into the stack, but he might still catch him off guard late. It's a late A main push again. Big are getting desperate. Cole are here to punish, but Halzerk with 2 shots left in the mag has nothing to do, and Big somehow, some way survive. Just keep it simple right now. They've got Big on the ropes. Grouped in con. Crimbo goes for the flash peek. It's a good flash, and it's going to get the kill and get out. So Big can take a deep breath now with resmokes available. 29 seconds. Cole, tick-tock, 3 here now. It's only getting harder.
Searson has another Molotov as well. If he gets that into main right now, he stops this entire round dead in its tracks.
There it is.
Molly in.
Gotta smoke it. They can't.
Flanked from Grim, nets them one. Tabson's caught repositioning.
Oh,
Suddenly
what?
This is up in the air. The final few seconds, Complexity have broken through. And they don't just scrape by. They get the bomb planted, man advantage, time to get set up. This could be a disaster for Big. They had all the pieces in the right place. They had a Molotov to disrupt the site here with seconds remaining. This is a round they have to hold on to. Anubis hangs in the balance. And Halzerk has just opened up. It's only Crimbo left up against it. Bomb planted for JT, but he's not needed as Halzerk goes on the tear to close. Complexity, a runaway Anubis. And Big's hope of making it to that elimination stage now hinges on an ancient recovery.
That everyone dreams about. Make your dreams come true on Skin Club.
Almost certainly can't afford to start slow. But an immediate clash over in middle. Elige comes in swinging and gets out with 3. Elige, monstrous start. 2 Ancient, and it's all left onto Crimbo, but the bomb away from him.
Some cautious clearing, but he's about to run into 3 players. Some P2 Kings. Elige onto 3 headshots already, looking to finish it. 2 dink players for Crimbo, but Grim's also come in. And Crimbo only half the info he needs right now. 30 seconds, they swing with 4. Oh my goodness, he even gets a double, but too many guns. Complexity come up with a pistol. Right now, after that Anubis, I'm filled with a bit of faith for Complexity, but they got to keep it running. Mid-take coming in, big block with the smoke. JDC coming through, everyone's blind. Elige gets somehow behind a form of cover, but there's so many more T's coming through late. Elige was never going to get more than 1 there. They're on Heaven as well. Important entries for Big. Mid control theirs, and they won't slow off the back.
Halzerk makes a risky move through the smoke down in CT. Wasn't given any chance to fight here.
Ouch.
Flash out, but he was full blind to Big's util anyway. And so getting past that double mid rush is huge for Big.
Got bad news for Cole. Regon pushing through the CT smoke. They're not ready for this timing. Oh, he sees something. Grim holding down the line, and Regon gets that exit. So entry and exits. Regon does it all. And Big get back on that board for the first time since Anubis 2-1.
There will be rounds in the future where Regon is left to kind of essentially, you know, just run it straight up the B ramp and try to provide the openers. So you want him in good form to open up. JDC bested early in middle, but everyone's caught reloading there. Halzerk comes in and provides a necessary bit of assistance in this mid hold, but it's just for 1. Traded even.
I really like their util for Big. They don't throw bounce nades. They throw nades that just land on the back wall, and Cole just stand there trying to take good fights to fight elbow with multiple players, and they just eat HE damage. Molotov's even landing in a similar place. So Big get a lot of value from their util in this round, and they wish they had more to block this donut flank. Dink comes in, that gives JT a bit of room. He starts chasing off the back of it. Nice kill, good transfer, won't finish the job. What a position from Crimbo though, goes uncleared. 1v2 for Grim, gotta be quick. And repos for Crimbo, he could be anywhere right now. Trapped behind the big box, just comes in for the kill. Crimbo, beautiful post plant. You don't see that corner used every day. They can do that from the B lane with some nice utility. Let's see what their answer is. It's very clear what Big have done for 3 rounds in a row. Could be Big to adapt as well. Nades go into middle. JDC swinging out. A leech plays delayed, and that flash is the same. JDC gone early, and Big just pop B instead.
Well, Regon trying to move in up the ramp side, but it's going to fall to tabseN to create the space. JT is also flanking through Banana, while Big look to get into this B site. Crimbo caught, unaware. tabseN spammed out. searson's got to do this alone. His orb's been a big part of Big successes, but won't get to live up to the hype there in that 1-on-3.
Impressive that Cole are ready for that, man. They're super well set up for a B-pop, playing sort of retake at the backline on long. Elige wins his mid-fight. Crimbo, the awkward kill is when he looks away, he looks at B, which gives JT a second to get around the edge of that smoke and puts searsonn in hot water. But Cole don't get caught off guard by a B-pop. Howzuk looking satisfied with that round.
tabseN and Regon both with the best spawns. These are meant to be the guys that can open up for Big, but they shoot through. Grim and JT, multi-kill in defense of this B site. And once more, it's Crimbo left up. 1v4, another. Now an impossible clutch for Crimbo. Gonna go looking for the first incision, but Complexity haven't overthought these clutch denials, right? A lot of it is just they wait to get that first bit of info and then they're keen to fight together. Difference is here, Crimbo is fighting from the cave position where he's able to break apart these fights a little bit more, and he does have time to play with.
Cole just shut the door with that smoke though. Don't want to give up an easy round here.
Fast split in mid, but this time Complexity don't hang around, right? They don't offer up these openers.
Back to what worked though for Big, with a little bit of pace taken out of it. They're setting up Heaven and Elbow. They can split mid together.
Another info clear down the ramp. Flash up.
What?
tabseN, full blind.
I think he thought he got the kill.
So tabseN falls early. You're able to do a bit of a diligence check of the lane as well, and so now you know it's building up to be this A play. That's a lot of damage done by Floppy. Crimbo out with one, but it's another clutch that Crimbo is not in a position to win. Bomb even dropped over here in Donut, so it's not even like he's able to get that immediate plant. He's scavenged some extra util on the push up in through Donut. But Complexity continue making moves.
Oh, he's dead. He has no idea.
Might go unchecked.
Eventually, they know the bomb's there, so they're going to look that way. And Grim gets the kill. So Cole, again, active in the mid-round. Grim gets another 3-piece, and Complexity just keep putting them together right now.
For Big, the kind of celebration was a clean sweep in the RMR, returning to a major for this organization that have missed out on them for a couple of years now. And they felt like they'd already done it. They'd already done the work. They had it taken off of them. Then they did the work again, but it might all fall apart here in the all-or-nothing game. Ooh. Getting overran by the pistols. Floppy stands his ground back in the spawn, but just for one. Howzuk, pistol pulled as he tools up into the heavens. Not the gun for the job.
No. tabseN gave him the chance to leave. He gave him the chance to reset, pull that AWP out, but Howzuk really wanted to finish the job. Okay, Big, it's a bit of a round out of nowhere, around with pistols, trading out. Cole not able to get any multi-kills as they're spraying and praying. Searson puts his up on the box. Cole playing aggressive in the cave though. What do they do when they meet this smoke? Swinging heaven instead, full blind in mid. JDC still takes one. That's enough. But that means Big are constricted to B. They might just have to go.
And in doing so, they play right into Cole's hands.
Oh, don't
3
go.
players
Oh,
here.
no.
Through the smoke, into Grim.
Oh.
Another multi-kill. The Grim Reaper strikes. And Big, they're the ones getting their souls harvested. That round stripped away by Grim at the top of ramp. The number of multi-kills this guy's had. And I mean, this is the allure, this complexity squad, right? This is what they can look like when both Grim, Elige, and Halzerk are firing off.
Fast heaven yet again. Going for the cave pick this time. That might net something. Oh, the molly stops Grim from pushing. That would have been a 5v4, certainly. Grim was walking into that angle. And Cole continued to be active on the CT side. They start AA, they push the flank, JDC back in the head, and they again know they got Big trapped in 4B.
Yeah, JT has called a phenomenal game on this CT side. Regon has beat the timing, and Grim never got made aware. Managed to bypass the short player with the smoke down. And so can Big create something from nothing here? Searson seems to think so. Flash on the long side. They run down JT. Big started this 4v5. That's nearly the collateral, but Halzerk. Only the leg, only the tag onto Crimbo. Left to Floppy now in this clutch, and he can't get past tabseN in at the ramp. Big from nowhere, from a 4v5. They're at least going to hear this A play, and they'll have the presence of mind to start rotating bodies over, but you're going to be left in a retake here if you're Big.
Got a re-smoke as well, so...
Grim's going for donut control. Now too strong here, Big. This could be how they find the opening, and Searson will be there to pick it up. They play through their own donut smoke.
One more.
And so now the site gets very claustrophobic for complexity. These smokes are going to start to fade, and as they do, Big comes swinging through. Regon in the pistol. It's all left on a Halzerk, and Regon goes on a tear.
I love that for Big. They actually move through the CT smoke before donut fades. All of complexity are holding that donut smoke, knowing it's the first to dissipate. I think they want to push in and fight together.
If Searson continues to float around in the red room holding for these rotates back, even though JT is like trying to sell this fake on the B site with a bit of spam just coming off the Deagle, it's only going to keep a handful of players there. And so JDC, wild opener, felt like he was dead to rights there, caught with nades out, able to get the shot off. It's a clean round as JDC and Crimbo multi-kill up. Find a tie game for Big.
Let's see how Cole fare.
I mean, I hope we see Big make some plays similarly, and they will. JDC fast up into the heavens, Searson aggressive at main. There's a real freedom to... Oh, he's missed the timing on a player slipping by.
Dead.
Doesn't know about Floppy, and so that's a golden opener found for complexity.
It's crazy that he's holding such a wide angle that Floppy can beat to the right side, and he does. He just walks in straight away. Risky move from Searson. Does not pan out. A purposeful gap, but obfuscated by the smoke.
I mean, if you're JT, you don't feel any pressure to play through that. Not in a 5v4. JDC, back of donut, can't wrestle with that Galil. Crimbo split on as Floppy continues to deal with that AWP time and time again on his push through main. tabseN and Regon are worlds apart, and JT, the captain's clash, he comes out ahead. Regon's left saving, complexity on the board early to open up this T-half. Now, heading into this round, I said I hope the Big come through with aggression because they have a bit of a freedom to do so, right? Because those first 2 rounds they win.
And even then, Crimbo was very close to hitting that double kill, which would have completely changed that outcome of the round. 8 apiece. Elige with his mid-nades. But they're not respected right now. Big come fighting for elbow. Meanwhile, B fake being thrown in with a top ramp smoke. Complexity are creeping up. It's a nice smoke. Gives JT a lot of room and an easy fight to Regon. He takes it. Right now, Big is scrambling, panicking. They're even leaving the site. Caught in the middle of the open. Searson still finds cover in time. Hits one shot. He's got no smoke for the Molotov, but he bounds out, calling for support. Crimbo's here.
That's the bomb spotted, trapped in Temple. Crimbo pushes up to lend a helping hand, but for the time being, he's fighting out on an island. CT smoke blowing open. Halzerk catching JDC and Elish finding one more. This could still get weird. They go and they fight Elish while they've got him trapped over in main. And they know that Halzerk was last seen over at B, so they've got to consider a lot of options right now. But they're ready for all sides of the flank. Searson should start to check spawn on a timing.
I was going to say, smoke almost doesn't help you here because you feel like it's clear. Okay, tabseN just uses it to his advantage. Holds it. I was going to say, I feel like a smoke push is the best way that you can... Elish with 0 nades. Hopefully he won't just be playing elbow solo anymore. I'd like to see him with the pack. So it's up to Grim instead to put some pressure on middle. Big just play for 3B. Elish, that's more like it. Not burdened by the utility, just goes for the straight up fight.
And now they're going to try and steamroll in on the back of it. tabseN can't hold the line. It's going to fall to Searson on the rifle, who's bested after one. He's given Big a fighting chance, though.
No.
Swing out from JDC. Plant denied. JDC's the man to beat. They can't get past him. Elish might have nabbed that opener. They might have run down the triple B defense, but the wide plant, the quick reaction. JDC, who was last seen destroying their hopes in mid, takes it all away on a fast B retake, denying the plant.
You don't see those elementary errors very often for Elish, but his teammate playing for long and he's not covering. He goes for that short kill thinking, hey, no one's gotten through this smoke yet. No one's going to disrespect our utility. This is a 4th player of the B site at 130. JDC just runs the smoke, gets a great position. If JT's planning default...
Oh, that is a frustrating round to give up. JDC, the 2 guys responsible for mid and donut. You're not expecting that much pace on the rotate.
Yeah, was the question right? Was the plant commed? Was it the wrong plant?
Another opener for Elish. This time they have to capitalize. You saw that frustration seeping in the last round. Can Elish use that to level up? As once again, he's given Cole a 5v4 that goes untraded. However, Big, just like last time, they try to react quickly. There's no getting past Elish this time for JDC. It falls to Crimbo. They know he should be here somewhere, and so Grim, ready for the man up on the boost, has dealt with this A-hold. Big, they might have had miracles in that last round, the fast rotate, answering back in a man-down retake. But this time, there's no such heroics. tabseN and Regon relegated to the save.
Now it's all to play for here.
You know, the big question here is just how much can Elish provide in these openers? He's done it again, another 5v4. Oh, and there's Grim, that 1-2 punch out in middle.
No.
But there's the quick return, and now Elish is dead. Grim
like
can't hold on either.
5v3.
And so even though they get all the openings, even though they find that 5-on-3, Big as swift to respond once more. Floppy aggro on the long side, spots Regon, but he's already past him. Won't be able to stop that plant. Still reins in the flop out on long. And Halzerk, full blind, will connect the shot. Haven't had to sing much of Halzerk's praises here on this second map. Had a phenomenal start to this series, but a clutch here could deliver salvation to Complexity. But the backstab in, tabseN hot on his heels and nails Halzerk. Big, secure Ancient, live to fight. One more map. This series is going the distance and the score will be settled. That last elimination spot decided on Dust 2. Smoke down, though. They're going to be hard-pressed to do so. tabseN, first man on the scene. Couple more players flooding in up through the catwalk behind him. JT and Halzerk alongside Elish give over all the openings. It's just Searson, and he can't get a shot off, can't get a beat on Elish, who's opened up strong in the pistol for Complexity.
Keeping it nice and basic. Big don't. A little trick shot in there.
Yeah, 360.
Big believe it. Cat flank. Attempt for big. Cole might meet them there.
Second
Good
flash.
realization.
It's dodged by JT,
wait.
but suddenly these pistols come in swinging. Floppy trying to recover, but even he is tagged up now down in the lower tunnels, and MongolZ comes into this round with nothing more than a scout and a deagle.
JDC's even pushed.
Starting to move in through the upper tunnels. Not even like a timing will open up here where that B site is empty. Regon has taken it. Damage done. MongolZ brought down low with nothing but pistols. Big looking to upset early on. This is a big fall down for Complexity as the pistols deliver.
Can't believe that works, right? Great round for Big. They play a flash on short. That's all they had in the round other than pistols. And sure, it blinds one player, but JT realized what was going on. He pulled back, he's re-peeking off it, and Big just nailed him with 5-7s. JDC, a risky upper push pays off.
It's not just winning there, it's what it can become, right? Very, very quickly, this CT side can look to pick up steam now. They bring a lot more into this round than Complexity can afford. You've got the AWP of Searson versus the scout of MongolZ, and Searson's looking to take that fight for MongolZ. The one to win it.
How's he done that? It's a flick headshot on a smoke break that only Big knew about. Can get them out middle, but what's the end goal here for Cole? They're going to climb up. Meanwhile, clear in mid. Regon making a nice active move. They've got a good double setup. Cole walking into a trap, but they still get the kills.
MongolZ scout here. In the same way the pistols really upset in the second, MongolZ has left Big red in the face. Regon collects one for free, but I don't think you're ever going to be in a position to want to attempt this round if you're Big.
You want that orb. You just want to live. I don't know if Elite will let you. Hearing Regon run away. Cole will respect it. They want to keep their guns up as well. The danger is when you start 4B, you concede so much map control, you need to kick up a fuss somewhere. If picks don't present themselves, they don't want to fire the AWP, they don't want to make it obvious. JDC owns the angle and finds MongolZ. Bomb there as well.
Now lurk smoke's a requirement to go and retrieve it. Regon even gets more damage off. And Crimbo's aggro through the long doors. He's got the shadow advantage here. That's a free kill. He knows the Liege is coming around that corner, and so it's nice and easy. Searson nades pulled as they're out through short, and another missed shot from this AWP. Let's Complexity start to get across. These misses for Searson starting to become hard to ignore as he is bested by JT. They are not ready for Crimbo so close on the ramp. Surely JT is. Anymore, low on ammo, JT run down, Grim gets the bomb planted, but that's the end of the line.
Nice scaling for Big, they keep the pressure on, they keep their thumb on Complexity the entire time in that 5v2. So if you're wanting JDC to lock down B with this secondary, Searson needs to be keeping rounds clean. Here's this B hit we've been waiting for. JDC, wide angle, no lurk smoke, no chance. He's going to be able to pick them off one by one. Regon falls off the box, bomb loose, full troops rotating in. JDC finds a second shot before he falls, but Regon knocked off the box. MongolZ gets 2 with the AK. Suddenly Big are under question. Do they want to try this? They've got full nades. Last smoke out.
The util is going to make you consider it, right? Just the fact that you have the ability to make these side players very uncomfortable. But Elimination right now is making a move.
No way.
A crazy move through this smoke in the window. And he could get Searson looking entirely the wrong way. This is a free kill teed up for Elimination. Searson suspicious.
Dear.
Smoke blowing open, but it's MongolZ to catch him. Left to Crimbo in the clutch. But they never knew about Elimination. They don't know where he's gotten to. Plays the sound cue, and Elimination delivers. Clutch up for Complexity. And lead maintained, lead taken. Will be a requirement if this play comes up the catwalk.
I mean, it's half the reason that Big want to play Dust, right? Because he's so comfortable. It's able to extract so much value, but right now we're relying on the rifles. JDC answers the call. Searson in the right place at the right time.
Up on the line. Shot connects this time for Searson. There's the first to get the ball rolling, and it leaves Big looking so much more complete in this A-site hold. And another from Searson's AWP.
Nice supportive flashes there, right? Collar scaling. They don't have a cat smoke down. This feels like a hard game to call right now for JT. Oh my god, but that makes it easier, doesn't it? Searson actually shot JDC there because he peeked in front of his scope. Doesn't even find the collat either. So full health Hauser with a 5v4. Searson trying to force with the AWP, but he's smoked out and lower. Is he really going to make a play here? Yeah, it feels a little too forced. Another break, picks JT this time. An eye for an eye. Big say yes, thank you after that goes down 4v5. Crimbo again gets his long control with the push through the smoke. It's just such a relief because it's almost impossible to clear without a Molotov. Hauser finds another. Crimbo on the long corner. But these trades are landing in Complexity's favor, and Elige actually got that spot. Regon trying to force the kill. Hauser is the trade god right now. Peeking down mid. 3 kills in the round. No, they're clearing everything. They have no idea. tabseN's timing gets better and better by the second. Closer and closer to the door. Can't pull nades. It's all about the kills.
Oh, he's gotten in. Halzerk dead. Grim swinging it wide. There to provide the trade. There was certainly a chance for tabseN there.
A millisecond earlier, he actually sees Grim get behind the box, and tabseN suddenly favored in that 1v2.
Fast long. Straight in. Floppy flashed. Searson aggro in the top middle. We'll get away with one before the trade comes in. Wild line for the AWP to be taking, but it's long where this round was fought or lost for Big, and they've successfully dealt with Complexity's push. Oh, Regon with the turnaround. Quick flick.
Okay.
Right in a Halzerk down in mid. B-site's empty. B-site's open. They're all the way in T-spawn behind him, but JDC is very much overcommitted to this flank.
Yeah. This is very winnable.
Halzerk started this map in fantastic form. 1v3 now.
Oh.
Man who's earlier in the year, contract was up for negotiation. Now tries to earn Complexity a spot in the next stage. So close in the 1-on-3. Crimbo, by the skin of his teeth, is able to save that round for Big.
Oh my goodness. This is now a late round call. This is now not going to plan.
This is really rough.
Final flash here. Searson's going to have open sight lines with this scout. He may be low already. Cole needs to hit a banger.
They've got to deal with him cleanly. They've got to deal with him straight away. Searson gonna have supportive flashbangs as well. Crimbo lobs one out to try and tee up the scout to get involved, but it's an awkward swing and a miss for Searson. They saw Crimbo's flash. It's a nice shot to Halzerk, but he still lands that tag first. There's the backstab from Grim.
Bombs for him.
They've sacrificed Elige in the process. A really late lurk from Floppy that might never find its impact, but if JT is able to stop the boost like that, it buys him precious time. Big now know they've got a 2-on-2 in the site. They boost up again. JT can't catch that 2 times over.
Plant.
They look for the bomb. They thought it would be for Pit, and fair enough. That's where Grim's set up, but Grim can't win this anymore. Big on the bomb, and Grim left out of the picture as they swoop in to tie up this first half.
That's a robbery, daylight robbery there for Big. The boost up is so nice. They know the best player in that position is the guy on the site.
Makes this B play feel so tantalizing. A prospect. Smoke down in spawn. They look to get out middle. Grim was waiting with a smoke of his own. Tries to remove one of the angles, but Regon's already up and past it. Floppy now burning alive. And there's the big pistol taking shape. Smoke for the cross in mid, molly for back of plat. They nullify the Complexity hold. Elige can't get past JDC down in the tunnels. And as good as Halzerk's been, This will not be a 1v4 he attempts.
He should just save to keep his Kevlar. Still with it maxed. Can maybe get scout second rounder for Colby. But that was a brutal pistol for Big, where Grim just gets caught off guard, dropping his smoke. And that hangs Floppy out to dry with no position to play but the back of the site. They molly him. Hauser gone as well, saves nothing in this round.
Grim now falling a little quieter. Elige not quite hitting those same heights, but still in there behind Halzerk as that second man trying to offer up the goods for Complexity. It's just not the map, not the time for someone to go quiet, who's so important to this Complexity puzzle. Halzerk, he is feeling so much pressure to be the difference maker. Another opening found from his AWP. Searson plays ahead of this and thinks he's found a wild timing there, but goes running into the double hold of Elige and Halzerk. That's the two heavy hitters spotted from the Complexity squad.
Side relief for Complexity as Halzerk's orb barreled down the throat of Big.
There's still a way you could look to win this 2v5.
Oh,
if you can get past Grim at the car, there's no other resistance in this A site. Even though Elige is making his way over and trying to get here quickly, he could get picked up by tabseN in the spawn. They find Grim on the long side. tabseN now, chance to get this bomb planted. It's worth it for the money alone. Puts all the pressure on Complexity. This was a 5v2 as that bomb gets planted. Complexity need this round. They are not going to have another golden chance like this. With Crimbo dead, it's just tabseN. And triple swung. Complexity don't crumble as they lose that 1A site hold.
Just the fact that you're getting scared in that 5v2 and you see the positions taken. Big trying to earn that elimination stage. Regon through the mid-smoke, denied.
It's insane what Halzerk is doing.
One-man army right now.
7-1 in the opening fight. And sure, Searson's recovered well, and we were praising him for that, but Halzerk looking to take the cake again. Now rerouting, opened the round in middle, constantly keeping Big guessing as to where this orb needs to appear. Out on the long side, he joins up with Grim. This has been an interesting head-to-head between Grim and Crimbo over at long. The orb firing off, tries to tee up Big to get out middle. This is becoming a real clash of these AWPing talents. Halzerk fast on the rotate, but no way to break this smoke open. Floppy, bottom of the board, but it was always going to be the case that eventually Big would come B. And this is where Floppy could look to rewrite everything. He's got to recover. JDC's shot in the back. And so Floppy falls first.
What an insane position to take when you're having such a poor game and you're relying on just 50-50. You don't know which way to look. The boost is up. Big on the tower. Knocked down Halzerk despite the double opener. Big are in the picture. 3-on-5. Elige has got to save the day. It's all too familiar. tabseN shuts him down. Grim too low to count. And JDC shuts it out. Big 10-7 off of a 3v5 disadvantage.
And everything about this return to the rifles is about trying to shore up the B defense. They take lower control early. They've got Elige pushed up on the catwalk. They're ready to fight and die for control of this B site and middle. JDC dead in the upper tunnels. That actually gives a route to retreat for Complexity.
Yeah, I want to see Big just go long quickly, right? They know this AWP is here. They have a huge gap on the map. Grim's in. Oh no! He pulls his knife out. They're all there! The molly pushes him. He had nowhere to go. He had to fight to survive. And now it's Big going for the site.
He realized too late what was happening. Thought that was a molly to swing him wide into someone holding, but no, that was Big's opening move, their opening gambit. Elige. Can he be the one to reel this back in? The Halzerk AWP continues to find success for Complexity.
Is it enough?
21 kills deep on Halzerk. Another from that AWP. And now Elige, this is where he's got to deliver. tabseN dead, it's just Searson running away. As Complexity withstand the fast reaction from Big. Halzerk is having a phenomenal game. In any other circumstance, this would be enough for Complexity.
Grim back to the long side, taking it with a lead, and JT tucked to the mid smoke. It's a dangerous position. Once they take Catwalk, they can see him down here and under. Floppy Halzerk pushing upper, and they've left this completely. There's the danger I'm talking about. Rigon with a snipe shot onto JT through the long smoke. Grim's caught off. The flash is perfect. And even though Complexity aggressed early in the round, before any of this happened, it was into dead air.
Yeah, that mental timer is ticking away in the heads of Cole. They've got to go quick here. Floppy, there's a double up. From nowhere, bottom of the board. He's left this one even. They go back and try and clear him. Now they've seen two players down in lower, but this bomb cut loose in middle. Floppy and Halzerk on this push have bought Complexity much needed time in a 3-on-5. They might be able to stumble back to their feet.
Barrel. If JDC peaks, Floppy's silence will give it away.
But Alicia's getting aggressive. JDC gets shot in the back. JDC dead. It's just Crimbo. And even now, in the dying moments, Halzerk goes hunting.
Heard him.
Don't want to die here to Crimbo. Don't want to give him a reason to give this round a look in. Halzerk dealt with back in spawn, and at bare minimum, that's an AWP retrieved. Crimbo lets him know about it. We have your golden gun. Big is still looking for that round to break through. And at any moment, it could come through. If they win, they break Complexity's money. That AWP becomes a distant memory.
Into Halzerk's
home. And so
home.
Halzerk on the line here, infallible in these openers, but it's just the one and done. Is that enough? Halzerk unable to multi-kill, and is that what turns the tide? Everybody falls, everybody dies. Grim dead on the long side. And so it's JT and Floppy. A desperate retake call, 2-on-3 versus an entrenched Big. JT tries to make the move, teed up by the flashbang, but Crimbo finds him. Floppy's been spotted. Floppy with the transfer, able to get the double, but Crimbo swings him wide. That could have been the redemption right there, but Crimbo stops it in its tracks. And he has been a nuisance all game long, has Crimbo.
Crimbo slice, puts him on ice. We said it needed to be 6 straight for Complexity. They now have to fight for overtime. And Bigger right there, chomping at the bit, besting Halzerk after his pick. Floppy's redemption, too late to count in this game. But Big actually bail, 30 seconds, they climb back up Catwalk. They go into the heavier side of the two, but these guns are not good. It's a pistol on long. There's no lurker for Grim. He can't upgrade. He's irrelevant in this round. It's frankly up to a Liege with a FAMAS.
Molly from JT buys you a few more seconds. This is a final second push out of Big. 15 left on the clock. Molly's rain in. JT forced wide.
That's it.
And Liege bested. A-site crumbles. Plant with seconds to spare. Grim never gets the chance to play. And Halzerk's going to get cut down on this rotate through middle. Big rally the troops. They answer the call. They'd earn this now twice over. Besting Complexity, going on a recover from this slow start. Tabson's got that resilience. And for Halzerk, 25 kills deep. This is the sourest of notes, as he will fall here at the hand of Big's captain, Germany's captain. Tabson has taken Big to an elimination stage, a feat not achieved since Rio all the way back in 2022. Big move on, and Complexity fall out.